Greetings, gentle viewers.
And howdy. Is anyone still there? After the way Professor Schmidt ended the last episode, I wouldn't be surprised if none of you came back. Give him an arge, he'll take a selge. Speaking of giving an arge and taking a selge, these two buffoons are the Bittersweet gamers.
I'm the Opinionator.
And I'm Schmidt Squared.
No, Billy, no! First Quest guy, now Schmidt! Don't lose yourself, man!
Don't come back.
Oh, hey there, Toa. What brings you here?
Well, Monk asked me to appear on his radio show. I'm trying to remember what it was called.
I see that you're a fan of Monk, supporting his endeavors.
It's called The Dawn of the Working Woman. It's a show that focuses on women working in many different industries.
You know, when I said that before, I was being sarcastic because she had no idea what you were doing, Monk.
I know.
You're not supposed to take pride in that?
It's one of our most popular shows. Our first episode featured Major Claire when she first became a captain.
Oh, Major Claire made a guest appearance? And now you're gonna be on it, Toa?
Well, I declined at first, but he was really persistent. I'm getting a little nervous. I hope I don't fumble my words. You'll be just fine, Toa. Now let's get this show on the road.
Toa on a radio show. I wonder if I can help somehow.
That's not how radio shows work, Reen. You can't just invite yourself along.
Well, as an instructor, I have to understand the ins and outs of radio broadcast. Is there anything I can do to help? I'd like to witness her moment in the spotlight.
Hey, Reen. But I guess having you here will be a little reassuring. I can always use a helping hand around here. Lindley just makes me do everything by myself.
Yeah, it's not like Lindley does any work.
We have a few moments before it's time to start. Mind if I explain the equipment to you for a bit? We'll just add it to your growing list of skills and talents, you jerk.
Yeah, that'd be great. Okay, so what I do is I take the soundboard, and as soon as you start talking, I turn it all the way up and blow out the audio equipment and the listeners at home, then turn it all the way down when Toa starts talking so no one can hear her, right?
Yeah!
And that's how Reen became an unpaid assistant at the radio station. After finishing the final checks, the show was ready to begin.
Yo, DJ Ashes Chevalier up in the hizzy.
All right, we're starting. In 3, 2...
Welcome to the Dawn of the Working Woman. Today we have a guest from Thor's recently established branch campus in Leaves. Hello, my name is Toa Herschel. I'm the homeroom instructor of the branch campus's Class 9. Military Finance. I'm a little nervous, but I'm happy to be talking to you today. Thank you, Miss Herschel. We'd like to start off by sharing a few things about Instructor Herschel.
She's doing pretty well, considering how nervous she was. I guess she's done a few magazine interviews before. There's probably nothing to worry about. Why would he be worried?
Right? While still a student, Instructor Herschel was appointed to a very important role during the Civil War 2 years ago.
Toa Herschel is the only person in Erebonia who teaches at a high school and has captained a flying battleship.
She was the acting captain of the Crimson Wings aboard the Crusader Courageous, bringing hope to many people during the war.
Monk, you messed that up. It's a cruiser, not a crusader.
Shut up!
Sir, you're on air!
Oh, crap! You make it sound more impressive than it was. There were many extenuating circumstances, and many of my fellow students helped me to get through that situation, like you! You don't have to be so humble. I heard you were highly commended, and that many places contracted you after you graduated. I just can't frickin' read my lines! Not to mention, as the student council president, you were highly regarded by many of your fellow students. You were an immense help during the terrorist acts in the capital, and you were chosen to attend the trade conference in Crossbell, where you were involved with another terrorist attack. I'm sure all of your fellow students couldn't be prouder of you.
Maybe Toa is actually the harbinger of disaster.
Monk, I don't remember this being in the script. Well, these are all facts. I'm sure Reen would agree.
Monk, Toa, you're on air!
Oh, yeah.
Don't respond! The listeners can't hear me, but they can hear you. That's why you have the headphones in the... Oh my God.
Thank you for the kind words, but I'm not that big a deal. I was only able to accomplish all of those things you listed because of everyone who helped me. My fellow students, my instructors, my fellow classmates who I made a bike with that one time. And in my last year, the underclassmen of Class 7. Ho 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 ho!
Toa.
Which is why I want to do my best at the branch campus. We instructors work together to support our students.
I see! That's a wonderful aspiration! We here at Radio Trista would like to continue to support Thor's branch campus.
Ah, that was a bunch of overly optimistic, idealistic poppycock. I mean, it wasn't, but it was, you know. Maybe a little syrupy sweet.
Hey, the fans eat that up!
After that, the show ended without any more major hiccups. Monk, you should be better at this! Reen met up with Toa after Monk told her that the recording was a success. Good work, Toa. Don't worry about that weird stuff. They'll just edit it out.
But it was live. Yeah, thank you. Monk got me all riled up, and I feel like he exaggerated some details.
How long have you known Monk?
That was broadcast across the entire empire, right?
Oh, it's fine. I think he did wonderfully. And the way you described what we're doing here really touched me.
Oh, really? That's kind of embarrassing to hear. I said it on the radio, but let's work together. All of the instructors, for the students.
Yeah, of course. Grumble, grumble. Normally I'm pretty tolerant of that, but that was too much. I'm not trying to sound like a cynical crank. Of course I love this stuff.
Right.
Free day concluded. Back to the dorms. Now for whatever evening events there are. Are you heading in already, Reen? Yeah, I managed to get all my errands done. I guess you guys went shopping, huh? That's quite the mountain of food. Kurt, you were just sitting on a bench in a square. I guess you got drafted, huh?
Uh-huh.
Yes, it's all for dinner tonight. I've been thinking that I can't keep imposing on the Countess's hospitality.
Besides, we've all been working so hard in class, we wanted to show off our skills a little. Well, we've basically just been making whatever we want at the cooking club.
Well, it's good to see you're all so eager, but I'm pretty sure Celestin already has dinner handled. I guess you're in charge of lugging everything back, huh, Kurt? Yes, well, this is my lot in life. We came across Ash, but he managed to worm his way out of helping.
I'm just that good.
I'm sure he plans on eating double or even triple everyone else. Yeah, so it seems.
Oh, hello everyone. It's good to see you all. We're ready to start cooking club anytime.
I'm gonna go wild with these ingredients. Toss them in!
No beetles, no worms, no snails.
What about bark? You didn't say no bark! Ha-ha! It's roughage!
Yuna and the members of the cooking club proceeded to go all out, resulting in far more dishes than originally planned. But there's a whole bunch of people here, so great. Aurelia's party for Elise ended up filled with food that was on par with that served in Orcus Tower and no less expensive.
Ah, the frame rate.
No, the frame rate!
There's Muse pining.
Oh, nobody's given Celine anything.
Sir. Excellent.
Then the mayor and Frankie and his mom, all the kids.
That's excellent.
Be nice, Celine. He's much smaller than you, but probably nearly as smart.
Yeah.
I mean, the dog can give change.
Yes?
And Mint has fallen in love with Freddy.
That's disturbing.
In order to handle this vast mountain of food, friends and neighbors were invited too. All in all, it turned out to be quite the lively night in Leeds.
Wait, that's it?
I'm telling you, something horrible is going to happen before long.
Oh, most undoubtedly.
Oh, wow. I didn't expect to find such an authentic bathhouse all the way out here. What a pleasant surprise.
Now that I think about it, it's probably the principal's doing.
Much like
I
everything
heard
else
this
is.
place was changed a lot when they renovated it into a dormitory. Apparently, it was once the mansion of a fallen noble family.
The copper was.
Ah, I see.
Oh yes, I've heard that same story. It seems the family had to let go of their holdings 10 years ago after the head of the family was conned by an unscrupulous merchant. Though I heard they've since started up their own business outside the country.
I see.
Sheesh. How do you know all this stuff?
How indeed.
I feel like I've heard a story like that before.
Oh, come on! I thought everyone would be reluctant to go into a public bath like this, but you're all fine with it?
Huh? Something wrong?
Most people aren't really used to this kind of thing, right? I guess you're fine with it, Allie. But I thought Elise and Tita would be embarrassed for sure, even though Elise grew up in a town with a public bath like this. I've actually been going to hot springs all my life.
They're in Zeiss, after all.
There's a hot spring resort near my hometown.
My hometown is actually famous for its hot springs. The only person who's weird is you, Yuna.
Seriously? I'm surprised about Tita too, but this is the first I've heard about Elise growing up with hot springs.
The Northern Hot Springs Paradise, Ymir, Instructor Reen's hometown. Since it's Instructor Reen's hometown, that means it's his sister's hometown too. I think I remember seeing hot springs when I went there once on a mission
Before I kidnapped Elise and Alfred.
to kidnap Elise and Alfred. What an interesting world this is. I remember that mission.
A mission? What mission? Does that mean that the one who kidnapped Elise is...
Pardon me, I think I'm getting lightheaded from all the steam.
But this means Elise and Reen used to bathe together a lot when they were young, as did Tita and Agate, no doubt. Huh? Together?
Well, we are siblings, so a few times when we were young, sure.
Oh, I can just picture you boldly striding into the hot spring to comfort your dear brother Reen in his time of need, which actually did happen. And I can see sweet little Tita finding an excuse to follow her special someone into a mixed bath herself. Oh, how adorable.
You're right, that did happen.
See, I've already played the previous games, eh?
So that's how Muse knows so much! No, that's... Well, it is what happened, though. Can we throw her out? You never cease to amaze, Muse.
That's a pretty rotten imagination you've got there. You should be ashamed of yourself. Pardon me while I drown you. Ah, I'm so jealous. All of you have such nice hair.
Change the subject quickly.
Elise's lustrous black hair, Tita's shining honey blonde hair, and it should be illegal how pretty that silver hair of yours is, Allie. And your hair has such nice fluffy curls to it.
Look, you only get scenes like this.
When something awful is going to happen, yes.
It's like this is the happiest moment for all the characters, meaning all the ensuing things are going to be decidedly unhappy.
Well, everything is kind of going to come to a head, sort of sorts.
I am expecting that after the next field exercise, the next thing that's going to happen is the branch campus is going to be attacked.
Yeah,
The first game ended,
with the branch campus being attacked. Or, well, with the main campus being attacked.
well, it wasn't the campus so much as Trista, but yeah, I feel like the parallels are going to hold through. And besides, this time at least, the branch campus has been attacked by Ouroboros, sort of, on the field exercises.
Yeah.
They've been clashing repeatedly, but Ouroboros is doing experiments.
Right.
One of these days they're going to be done with their experiments.
And then it's time to get serious.
And then they're going to get on to doing whatever it is they're doing, and,
Not many people can really stop them.
well, we're not really sure. If anybody can, maybe we can.
That's the thing. In the past, even if they've lost, they still come out on top.
the thing is they've never actually seriously tried to attack a target.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like, although they, like you said, they always win, even when they lose, they're probably getting pretty tired of getting humiliated by this second-rate school.
Right.
So that's why it just seems like now that we're gonna do this for real, first off, we're gonna come in seriously and make you guys pay for humiliating us so many times.
Right. Your hair is lovely as well, Yuna.
Well, anyway, enough of what those jokers are saying. You look really different when you were washing it earlier.
Yeah, it was so vibrant and feminine.
Now that I think about it, you're always taking care of it.
Unlike all of you with your flawless hair and skin, I need to put serious work in to look like this. Oh yes, I think now may be the perfect time.
I feel like we're watching something we shouldn't be.
Yeah. For some serious girl talk. Huh?
Girl talk.
That's right. For our first order of business, let's discuss Instructor Reen's type.
Yuna, drown her.
For example, out of all of us here, who would he pick? Why would we talk about that?
The only way to escape this is to say Tita or Altina, people that, in fact, would not be picked. I guess it really just better be Tita.
Why are you looking at me when you say that?
I'm looking at you because there's nobody else for me to look at while I speak with them.
Uh-huh.
There's nobody else here. Where's the cat? See, the cat's gone, so I can't look over at him either.
Uh-huh.
An interesting topic. That's the only way to dodge, is to pick Tita.
Oh, there's no need to overthink things, Tita. So, Elise, how about it?
Drown her, Elise.
Would his favorite be his dear little sister?
Ba-dum.
This is kind of dumb, but I guess I'm interested. To be perfectly honest, I don't think he actually has a type. He seems close with a number of very different people. Elisa, Laura, Emma, Fee, Milliam, Instructor Sarah, Owen Toa, the Princess, Major Claire, and Sharon as well.
Oh, wow, that's so many. He's a Casanova playboy.
Yeah, and she didn't even have the complete list. I believe Billy is correct in referring to him as a playboy.
But listen to this. According to the princess, he's had some hot and heavy moments with his male acquaintances as well. What?
Muse, please don't bring Saint Astraea's bad habits here.
Oh, it's already too late.
There's just something about Instructor Reen that you can't just leave be. I suppose you could say that about Kurt and Ash, too. Is that so? Hey, don't read too much into it.
It's interesting. I never really thought about boys and girls before I started here at the branch campus, but they are pretty different.
What?
Oh?
I mean, that kind of makes sense.
Altina. I see. You've really grown these past few months, Allie. Well, not physically, but you know what I mean.
Leave me alone. I'm fine with my current size. Though, if I were a little bigger, I wouldn't mind it.
Oh, you're just too cute, Allie.
Excessive contact. This is embarrassing.
Hope you don't mind if we come in.
Oh yeah, the more the merrier.
Oh, Instructor Toa.
By the way, is Sydney plastered to
That's
the
what I was
ceiling?
thinking. I was thinking of making that exact same joke. Like they're gonna hear a splash and then like sounds of a person drowning.
Will you be joining us?
Oh my!
Not just her. I'll be joining you ladies as well.
To make you all feel very inferior.
Whoa! An overwhelming presence. Oh, I'm so sorry we've been hogging the bath.
Oh, not at all. I figured now would be a perfect chance to get to know my students better.
We'll We'll try not to rain on your parade.
There's nothing like a nice soak in the bath after a long day.
And the girls, other than Muse, are kind of cowering from her.
Yeah.
Of course.
Seems like you girls were having quite the discussion in here. You all trying to get with Schwarzer?
Get with?
Yes, that's the plan.
That wasn't quite what we were talking about.
That's what Muse was talking about.
Well then, let me give you all some advice.
What?
He may seem polite and friendly, but he can actually be pretty single-minded, and at times outright stubborn.
Uh-huh.
With that in mind, the best way to get your hooks in him is to set up just the right mood and lure him somewhere where you have the advantage.
Or worse, Reen's in the next part, like his face is just completely red.
Surely, if Reen were in the other part, he would have left by now. I love how Aurelia is using her military experience and the fact that she's faced off against Schwarzer on the battlefield in order to formulate a successful plan.
Really?
Interesting. Huh. For stubborn men, you need to set the right mood.
I mean, Tita's not interested in Reen, but Agate counts.
She is listening very closely.
Be sure to take thorough notes, Elise.
Muse, please. Principal!
Wherever Reen is, I feel as if a shadow has fallen over me.
And like his Tachi on the wall is like crick and falls a little bit. Well, look at you. So diligent. The location for our field exercises has been picked, and we've got Panzer Soldat training tomorrow. There's still a ton of things I need to get ready. Weren't you headed to the bath with Elise and the others? I left them a while ago. First off, I'm a cat, so I don't want to be anywhere near the water. And second, are you crazy? They're just boring. All they're doing is talking about you. They're not even that interesting. Listening to them in there, I felt like my head was about to pop. Oh, I nearly forgot. The radio? What are you planning on listening?
You know exactly what he's about to listen to.
Maybe Celine doesn't. Do Emma and Celine spend a lot of time paying attention to the radio?
Probably not. They might not know that she's back as Misty.
This is... Why in the world are you listening to Vita's show?
Okay, they do know it exists.
Well, because I'm a fan. That, and I feel like there's some reason she started her show back up. I'm sure she doesn't have a reason past simple boredom. That is a legitimate option.
Good evening, everyone. It's time for Aubin Time. It's 9 p.m. on June 11th, and you're listening to Radio Trista. How's this fine Sunday night treating you all out there? We're halfway through June, which means we're already halfway through the year. It's been a packed year, yet it's gone by in a flash. Speaking of June, it's that time again. That's right, the summer festival is upon us once more. It may be held a month later in Heimdall, but cities all over Erebonia are already having their own celebrations, each with their own unique customs. One of my personal favorite places to go for the summer festival is Lamare. Ordis is famous for their annual tradition of lighting candles and setting them to float in the bay. It's just breathtaking to see all those lights. Last year's lighting had to be canceled, unfortunately, but I'm sure plenty of people are looking forward to it this year. I know I am. I can already imagine it. Me sitting by the beach, drink in hand, watching 1,000 glimmering lights float out to sea.
Hint, 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 she's going to be there. Hint, hint, hint.
She might just be saying, "Oi, Reed!"
Yeah!
It'd be wonderful to have such a luxurious, classy evening.
Especially with a luxurious, classy guy.
Lamare's where we're having our next field exercises. She mentioned Sutherland and Crossbell shortly before we visited, too. She's clearly mentioning these places on purpose. Is she getting her info from a Ouroboros, or just constantly predicting the government's next move?
Why not both? Okay.
Knowing her, it's probably both. Yeah, most likely.
And of course, there's more to Lamare than just Ordis. The beaches are beautiful and bountiful, and the seafood is so fresh it practically leaps off the plate at you.
Now Celine's interested.
Fresh seafood leaping off the plate? That kind of makes me start to drool a little.
Raquel is well known for its casinos and theaters, and there's also the scenic Brionia Island. There aren't any regularly scheduled ferries there, but if you do make it, you'll find a hidden gem rich in nature and ancient ruins.
Is everyone paying attention? Ancient ruins.
So after the summer festival, you can go for a swim, hit up the casinos, win a boat, then explore some ruins. There, I planned your whole trip for you.
Brionia Island. I've heard the name before, and BSG's talked about it several times. 2 years ago, Group B had one of their field studies there. That was when you and Emma went to Nord, right? Speaking of which, I remember our clan's elder mentioning that island before. Speaking of which, I'd mentioned a few times that I needed to reread Red Moon Rose because I'd forgotten all the details, and somebody squared has not actually read any of the books. Anyway, I remembered that there were things clearly relating to at least the girl, the younger girl who appeared, but I just didn't remember the details. Well, I reread it really recently. That girl that appeared to Reen, that had to be Roselia from the book. But Roselia has already been mentioned as the elder of the Hexen Clan, which means, depending on how true Red Moon Rose is, because these books often are largely true, but not entirely.
Right.
That would mean that Roselia went from being the last remaining true ancestor of the vampires, a vampire hunter, to the elder of the Hexen Clan, which is some kind of crazy farkin' resume, isn't it? That's the spot in the Empire with the greatest concentration of animist ruins. The elder? Is she the one Emma and Vita called her grandmother? You know, I would sure like to know some more about the Hexen Clan. Yeah, though you wouldn't know it from looking at her on account of her looking like a pretty young girl. Altina's age, I guess. But she may as well be their actual grandmother. Okay. I figured that could not be the case because, although I was under the impression that what I'm about to say is true, that doesn't mean that it is true. If Roselia was actually their grandmother, would she reproduce them as vampires? Because she's a true ancestor of vampires?
I didn't read the book.
It doesn't really matter, though. Because they're not related by blood, so... Of course not! Are you curious about it?
Curious about the mysterious Hexen Clan who have a role in all of this, and to which one of my closest classmates belong. Yes!
Yes.
Maybe this is a good opportunity then.
Oh yeah.
Really? You're actually gonna tell us?
Emma did ask me to tell you about her.
Huh.
Listen up. I'm going to tell you a little about the Hexen Clan.
Oh, do go on.
And the two sisters, Emma and Vita. They were the youngest members of a clan hidden away from the world at large. Vita lost her parents when she was young, but due to her immense natural talents, she was taken in by the elder as her top disciple. Meanwhile, Emma's mother was what we refer to as a stray witch. She lived among the common people. However, she lost her life in an accident. Emma was also taken in by the elder, and the two girls were raised together like sisters.
So I suppose that must mean that Agnes was actually Emma's mother from the books Azure. And if not, well, if it's not Agnes, I'm just going to keep calling everything Agnes at some point. Over and over. One day, one of these people will have something to do with those books.
The elder created a familiar for each of them, me and Grianos. Vita was full of talent and spirit, but Emma was a shy shut-in. They both grew into strong, noble witches, and they would have lived a peaceful life in the village, but at the age of 16, Vita volunteered to become a wandering witch. A wandering witch's job is to go to the outside world and report back to the village on new developments. The elder sent her off with full confidence, but within half a year, she had vanished.
And joined the Ouroboros.
We now know why. The Grand Master of Ouroboros got to her. She joined that den of snakes and abandoned her duties as a witch. The elder regretted her decision to let Vita leave the village. It wasn't the first time she'd seen this happen, after all. But Emma was devastated by the disappearance of her sister. From that day, Emma began training and studying as hard as she could with one goal: become a wandering witch herself to bring Vita back. And so, Emma was permitted to leave the village at the age of 16.
So she had never really left the village by the time we saw her in Cold Steel 1.
Yeah.
With the help of some stray witches, she was able to enroll at Thor's with a scholarship.
How many witches are wandering around?
They're not going to talk about all their secrets.
And in the spring of her first semester, she met you guys.
Thanks, Celine. I think I understand Emma, Vita, and you a little bit better now.
I'm not supposed to talk about this sort of thing with outsiders, but by this point, everyone in Class 7 is pretty much family.
Yeah.
Emma had to work hard for the elder to okay this.
I see. So that's what the pendant is all about. Next time you see her, can you tell her I said thanks?
Tell her yourself. You'll be seeing her again before too long, right?
Again? What?
And that'll do it for tonight's show. Good night, everyone.
I'm sorry, are you just gonna let that pass by without comment?
As for you two, don't stay up too late. You need your beauty rest, Celine and Reen.
Will you just come talk to us, for goodness sake? What was that? Though, why am I surprised at this point?
What an obnoxious woman. I'm sure she predicted we'd be listening and used her magic to ensure only we could hear that last part.
She's got some pretty good reconnaissance, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Because she knows that Celine is here.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't say Reen, Celine, and Emma.
Right.
Wow, she really is something. Now that I think of it, she did something similar and freaking creepy during her live broadcast at the start of the Civil War.
Yeah, Emma's no slouch, but Vita's power as a witch is tremendous. That said, she's not omnipotent.
So we've seen.
After all, Osborne pulled the rug out from under her, and now she's on the run from her former friends.
That's why she should team up with us.
Or at the very least, talk to us and
Yeah.
tell her what it is she's trying to do. Ouroboros' plan was hijacked by the Chancellor, and the Black Workshop is starting to make a move. I'm also worried about the true story that Vita mentioned.
Yeah, and about how she failed to change the ending. It must have something to do with the Infernal Castle. Vita's personality may be one big joke, but she's not the type to lie. There's no doubt we have a crisis looming over us.
Yeah. Judging by the fact that you told me all this, I suppose that means you're headed off now,
Yeah,
doesn't
consider it a farewell gift. Even though you need to rely on that pendant, you'll be able to control your power now. I'll leave with your sister tomorrow morning.
Aww.
it? Well, we knew she wouldn't be around that long.
I know, but talking kitty.
I suppose the next time we'll see each other is when Class 7 meets up.
Yeah. Honestly, it felt like it went by in the blink of an eye. Hey, how about you sleep in my room tonight? What do you say?
Hell no!
I'm not one of your stinking harem! And I'm not gonna cuddle with you on the bed! I'm kind of surprised there was no bonding event with Elise.
Me too. Maybe gifts are how we're gonna have to do it.
I'm terribly sorry for imposing on you all for so long. Thank you for your hospitality. I had so much fun spending time with all of you.
Oh, not half as much as we did with you, I'm sure. Hey, Elise, let's have another round of girl talk sometime.
It was time well spent.
It certainly was a lot of fun. Heimdall's not so very far away, so I'm certain we'll be able to see each other again soon.
Indeed. Please give the princess our regards as well.
I don't care, so I'm not there.
Yeah, basically. I certainly will.
I didn't think you'd be leaving too, Celine.
It's sudden, too sudden to lose the cute talking kitty. Well, it seems like Emma's found some clues on her end.
Oh!
I'm sure your instructor can survive without me for at least a little while, so I'll be off for a bit.
I see. Well, please say hello to Emma for me. Aw, and here I wish to give you one more brushing before you departed.
I'll pass. Your brushing is dangerous. It makes me feel like a cat. In any event, continue working hard, everyone. 2 years ago, that instructor of yours was utterly lost and completely hopeless. Compared to him, you're all in pretty good shape right now.
Huh?
Is that so?
Now, Celine.
But everybody else has to tease Reen. It pains me to admit, but I can't really refute that.
Well, all right. Take care, Elise. You too, Celine.
You be sure to work twice as hard.
I heard you'll all be leaving for your field exercises this weekend. Reen, everyone, please be careful.
Yeah, you got it.
Don't worry. I'll make sure we all come back safe and sound.
You know, actually, isn't it kind of weird that I've never really been around Celine? You know, just saying.
Looks like our little vacation's finally over.
Now for things to get quite serious.
Next up is Panzer Soldat training. And our field exercise location. Looking forward to it.
Time to walk off until I hit the draw distance. That was a reference, folks.
He just walked off and we left the camera there for so long, he was just moonwalking into nothingness.
The Spiegel S.
I'm assuming that the training this time is going to be about the Kestrel Beta. The high-class Spiegel model and the high-speed Kestrel model. Looks like the branch campus is really kicking it into full gear. We should be able to adjust to any situation, though I hope we don't need to resort to using them.
No, don't fool yourself.
Yeah, so today's agenda is determining the right Panzer Soldat for each of our students. Yeah, from the 4 types. Ooh, do we get to find out what the other students are going to be piloting? I mean, we only have so many. There's what?
Like 6 or 7, I think?
Well, there's just the one extra Draken 2, as far as I know, for Class 8. Depending on today's results, we'll decide the formation this weekend. Sure thing, today's gonna be a busy day. Oh yeah, your sister headed back this morning, right? She's so pure and cute, she reminds me of a lily.
Killing intent, killing intent, killing intent.
Oh, Reen, that's not gonna work on me. Having a sister like that must make you feel like a winner. Yeah, you'd better believe I count my blessings every day. But you have your cousin.
Are you what?
I feel like a winner every day.
Whoops.
Sorry about that. Now do you realize how good you've got it? She's crazy, murderous, and bloodthirsty. I guess her personality's okay other than that. Yeah, well.
I can't fit my entire foot in my mouth.
The other Red Constellation folks always got along with Randy, and at least before Azure happened, Sigmund Orlando really did want to leave Red Constellation to Randy, not himself. Ash, don't lose control. Yuze, you're moving too slow. What the heck's the purpose of a high-speed unit?
Well, I'm not going to dash across the field to move 5 feet, Instructor Reen.
What's up with this thing? It's so delicate and I can't push it.
You've been using a Hector the whole time.
Oh my, this is definitely too clunky for sniping.
Oh, they must be swapped around. Okay.
Ah!
Huh. Not bad, you two. This model seems better suited to sword wielding.
I think I like this one best. It just seems easier to handle overall.
There's something to be said for the easiness of operating
A general unit?
their lower performance, but does it matter if you can't control a higher performance unit? She really doesn't have that much experience after all. Looks like everyone, other than me, is finding the Soldat that suits them.
I'm sure it just comes down to personal taste.
It's pretty clear that Ash and Muse prefer the opposite kind of machines. Alright, next up are Altina and Maya. Board the Hector and the Kestrel. Leonora and Gustav, you're in the Spiegel and Draken. Whee! Makes me happy.
Well, we've given each of them a shot now. I think I like the Draken best.
Personally, I prefer the Spiegel. Its extra sensors and maneuverability are practically made for sword users.
The Kestrel is my favorite. It's precise enough to make good use of an orbital rifle.
Well, there is something interesting to be said for using a high-speed machine for sniping.
Ha! Hector there's still my guy. None of these other machines have enough power for me.
There's no need to worry, Allie.
You were pretty good at piloting all of the different models, right? Yes, as long as I understand the model's unique characteristics, it comes down to simply following the instructions. But if I were to be asked which one was my favorite, I wouldn't have an answer.
It's gotta be the Hector. It's strong like that black doll thing you got.
Oh, no. Klein Soleus is able to fly, so surely the Kestrel is.
I don't think that's the issue here.
I think a big part of it might be how compatible the model is with our normal weapons.
But Altina only knows how to fight.
Yeah.
Agreed.
And it's not like the robots have a bigger version of it.
Perhaps you simply need to find a machine that comes naturally to you, like controlling Clown Soleus does. Maybe. I'll keep thinking about it. Poor thing, she's always so self-conscious. Alright, we're all done with the model breakdowns. Now we're gonna do a group mock battle.
For real?
But because we're limited on the number of machines, we'll split you up accordingly. Since we only have one Spiegel and one Kestrel each, whoever wants to use them can step forward. The students were all divided into teams based on their preferred model and participated in simple mock battles in groups. Please give me information because I would like to know. Though everyone's piloting preferences were a little different, they quickly got used to working as a unit. Things are going pretty well. Think it's about time to finish up? Yeah. Okay, everyone, stop! For our final exercise today, Instructor Randy and I will be your opponents.
Oh no.
I was kind of hoping that we could have fought, like, some of the other students.
Yeah.
Maybe, like, Class 7 fights all the others in waves.
What?
Aw, man. 4 of you will be going up against me and Reed. And we don't plan on losing. We're gonna give it our all.
About damn time. I'm itching to show off my skills.
You all seem to be having fun out here. I think I'll join you.
Oh no. What the? It's her.
Wayne starts having like PTSD flashbacks.
Yeah. I'm kind of worried about this. That machine. That's the golden Spiegel the principal mentioned. And with that gold color, she'll attract all of the attention.
Obviously.
I had it stored in the hangar basement, but if I don't take it for a spin every so often, it'll start to rust. I decided to put it through its paces today. I'm sure you have no objections, right, Orlando? Schwarzer? Whoa, wait. They wouldn't stand a chance against you. Don't worry, I'll go easy on them. Getting a taste of the heights of martial prowess is good training too. But if they're all too scared, I suppose I can retract my offer.
Now you've done it? Not bad at all.
I doubt we'd have a chance even if all of us were to attack her at once.
She very possibly has the most experience of any pilot. However, she is an opponent those of us who follow the way of the sword would jump at the chance to spar with. Everyone. Guess nothing I could say would stop this. Alright, we'll do a 4-on-1 battle with a handicap. First up are Yuna, Kurt, Muse, and Ash. Board your machines. So what's the handicap?
Maybe we only have to get her to 70%.
There will be no time limit. If you're able to at least lay a scratch on the principal's machine, you pass. That all right with you, Principal? Yes, that is acceptable. Now, new Class 7, stand against me with everything you have.
Oh yeah!
I definitely want to use Ash and Muse.
I kind of feel like Kurt, given the swordsman.
Yeah, after what he just said,
Yeah.
we can't not use Kurt. It's a shame, though. I want to try out Muse just because we've never gotten to use the Kestrel before,
Yeah.
but Muse has the best healing. This is what I'm going with. I'm hoping that the extra sturdiness of the Hector will help keep Ash more or less okay. Meanwhile, the Kestrel's so fragile and has so high arts, I need to have
the barrier putter on her.
And some ability to attack with arts and an extra person to heal.
Yeah. All right, here we go, everyone.
Now, come!
50%.
That's more than a scratch.
Let's go.
I'm just saying, I take umbrage with the terms being used here.
100 to burn and delay, and immune to anything else. The part that's important about that is stat down. Typically, we've been winning these battles on the strength of stat down.
Oh no. Well, if she's weak to delay, then Kurt might be able to delay her into oblivion, hopefully.
Maybe not into oblivion, but middle oblivion, less oblivion than I otherwise would receive.
Semi-oblivion.
Going for the head! Excellent!
He's down! It's mine!
It's just with that type of a pose, it seems like the arms would be bad.
Yeah.
And going after her body seems like it's asking for trouble.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh yeah, this was the right call. It's frustrating because I was hoping that Ash's defense down would be really effective. Well, it's not gonna be, but his move does have delay 10. So with Kurt and Ash, once I've built up enough CP, then I should be able to delay her.
Yeah! It's mine!
Bird! So, what this means is...
Yeah, bird.
What this means is that Aurelia is weak to the swordsman and the new person.
Let's go! Keep it up!
Oh, I don't like that speed.
Oh, she's fast.
Oh, I don't like that power.
Very well.
Since I can't stat down her at all, there's probably no reason I shouldn't just bust out with a 5 grave point attack as soon as I can.
That's what I was thinking.
Spirit!
Yeah!
Yeah! Another chance! All at once!
I got it!
Yeah!
Azure wings, shoot!
There!
I do like how Muse's rifle is a scaled up version of her unique weapon.
Yeah. Well, the same with Ash.
President shot!
Oh, yeah.
My turn.
Oh, no!
Darn it, will you please hit Kurt?
There. It's down. It's
There,
mine.
enough of that. No more, bad.
I got this.
Spirit! I have no choice. Eat burn, principal. It's the only thing that works on you.
This'll get a bit spicy. Fire!
I am the bone of my sword.
Another chance. Keep it up.
Let's test out this super high art stat.
Yeah.
Oh.
Seems good.
My turn.
It'd be nice to see her moves, but she'll probably destroy anyone she hits.
You're mine!
Whack!
I need to do something. Spirit!
Spirit!
My turn.
Oh no, I don't want you to do that. I really need more EP, but
That would put her turn attack her to fair.
Strike! Dang. Well, crud. Muse doesn't have enough CP to impede.
It's okay. Ash can still do it.
You're right.
Because
Okay.
he delayed, her turn comes after Ash's, so he can impede her.
Maybe I should use a repair stone on Ash. Actually, that's probably the better call, because I'm gonna need Ash to be attacking. Bye-bye, you material.
Thanks.
I'll remember you fondly. Wow, that's a lot of delay.
Oh, dang! Or just timed at the right spot.
Well, heck, I'm gonna do that.
All right, then.
Now, eat this! That's what you get for being careless.
Woo! I'm sure she's very terrifying. Unfortunately, she's weak to the entire team.
Gotta get brave points. Wrong choice again.
Now.
Okay, yeah, that's as far as I can delay, Shader.
There!
I'm going.
It's a good thing you healed Ash. That's who she's targeting.
This'll get a bit spicy. Fire!
Here you go!
Uh-oh.
Come on, don't take out Kurt. Ugh.
I ain't beat yet.
I am so glad that I healed Ash.
Yeah, me too.
Having said that, pretty much got it in the bag, right?
Yeah.
If I delay her...
Now, eat this! That's what you get for being careless.
And she's broken. Well, sucks to be you! Alright, you will be able to finish her off with the Unite attack.
Well, there's no reason that I have to use Muses. Let's do Kurt's. Or I could say forget it and just do it now before something goes wrong. But what can go wrong?
Famous last words.
She's 4,000 away. Nothing bad can happen, right?
Here's a little something.
It's down. At once.
Excellent.
Yeah!
Man, having a full team of guys with abilities and the ability to get
As your
healing
wings
items
shoot!
sure makes this convenient.
It's mine!
Mistral Blade.
I ain't beat yet.
I guess when it's her turn, the battle will end. Keep wailing on her!
Nah, I'm gonna assume that the battle's still going.
Let's go! Keep it up!
Let's go.
You still going?
Battle is still going. I am very suspicious.
Well, I may as well just win then.
Spirit!
Here you go!
Mess him up!
Interesting.
My turn.
What? Why are you still going?
Principal, you're not following the rules.
Well, now I guess you got carried away.
I guess you gotta beat her now.
There!
Oh no!
Oh.
It's my turn.
Ah, it's going to be a nope. You guys are toast.
Ah, I see.
Like she has to finish this with her S-craft or something.
Yeah. Ha! Joke's on you! Oh.
No, I forgot about that actually. I'm trying to win, man.
I shall go.
Well, it doesn't look like you can damage her.
I'm just gonna use Ebon Barrier.
Your struggle is merely prolonged the inevitable.
Let's go!
I will reduce your hit points if such a thing is possible.
I don't think it is, though.
Neither do I.
Yeah!
Here's a little something.
Yeah!
Now!
Here it is.
Show me you can withstand this.
But we can't, you're cheating.
Your end comes!
Good lord! Okay, that's really awesome.
I let my...
That was real.
But we totally would have beaten you and you know it. Guess you can't let us have too much pride. The match is over.
I've heard the stories, but...
So this is the power of two major sword schools.
The Golden RAKSHASA. She is seriously some kind of monster. What? How can she even move like that? Considering the structure of the Soldat, it should be impossible.
This is the power of a person who has been effectively piloting Soldats ever since they were created. Not a bad warm-up. Now for the next ones.
Instructor, I suddenly feel sick to my stomach.
Get in there, Wayne. On second thought, I need to go all out or I'll end up getting too fired up.
Oh no.
Orlando, Schwarzer, you'll be my opponents. What? For real? You two will be able to give me a proper challenge. Though Schwarzer should probably use his own machine,
Yes.
or it won't be fair. That is, if you want to gain anything from this match. That's a very interesting point. She's saying use this as a chance to improve.
Yeah.
His own machine, does she mean... Understood. Did you hear that? Valamar!
Oh yeah.
Acknowledged.
Oh, without the Valamar music, it doesn't feel right.
Right?
Ah, we gotta do this again.
Okay.
I don't mind being her opponent, but whipping out the Divine Knight's a little much, don't you think?
No.
I agree with Billy. With your skills, you'd probably be fine with just a Spiegel. I think even with the two of us and Valamar, we probably only have about a 50-50 chance of winning. On second thought, maybe it's closer to 30%. Seriously, that much of a monster? Jeez, I guess I just gotta suck it up. Hey, Schwarzer, you think you can use that Divine Knight thing to let me link too, so I can use the cool moves so I can be useful and contribute?
Probably.
Here it is. Transcend Beat, it's called.
Nice.
Either that or it'll just be a cutscene, but
Yeah.
probably not. Well then, let us begin.
I, Aurelia Le Guin, the Golden Rakshasa, shall be your opponent. Now, face me in battle. Ashen Chevalier and Red Reaper.
Yeah!
Oh boy.
Oh god!
Now, come!
No partners at all, but we probably get a permanent buff. So in other words, it's probably fine to burn about 4 or 5 U material worth of repairs.
Yes. Oh, okay.
I also like how Randy's Hector has green level hit points. And it's cool, I thought you weren't able to use Randy in this game, but you get to use him in a Soldat battle. That is awesome.
Nothing to it but to do it.
Man, I kind of wish I hadn't used so many crafts last time. Didn't really see very many places where she's weak, you know?
That's true.
It's down! An opening! I got this.
It feels so nice to use Randy.
Now! Yeah!
Oh, God!
It's my
Did
turn!
half his health? Dang.
Here I go!
He's only 3 stars, so...
Yeah.
Oh, I really want to heal Randy, but... I'm gonna try to put it off.
Now! Yeah!
Oh, God!
Oh. Oh,
Let's
no.
go!
Randy's HP is 66606.
While fighting a demon, no less.
There! Here I go!
Bye-bye, you material. It was nice knowing you.
Ha!
Strike!
God!
Show me who withstands it! Your end comes!
What am I supposed to do?
Here I go!
Okay, so I'll use an item, and Randy will squeak out another turn.
Thanks!
Oh, precious you material.
It's my turn!
I don't really need to SR my quartz, do I?
You stop that.
There!
Man, knock it off!
Take that! Now!
God, it's so hard building up points on her.
Oh no!
Strike!
Come on!
So this is it.
Oh, things are going well.
Well, this doesn't look good. Can't get him back up with an item.
Well, Godspeed.
It's down! Enlightened domination!
Oh, now we're back to this impede the person repeatedly garbage. Hey, forget that.
You can probably take a hit.
I'm just gonna eat it to the face.
Now!
Just dish out as much as you can.
This might break her.
Yes! Woo!
Now! An
Your
opening!
sacrifice won't be in vain, Randy!
Too bad we'll never see what his finisher was.
Now! An opening!
No, he's used it on us before.
It's working. Let us push through.
Oh, but I would get 2 attacks out of it? Okay.
Sit!
Yeah.
Now!
Enlightened domination! Enlightened domination!
bring it!
Now, bring it on!
Yeah!
Turn to dust!
Oh no, none of this petrified crap! What the hell? You hit me!
Yeah, what the hell?
It hit through Morning Moon?
Take this!
Maybe that's just an ability of it.
Power diminishing. Use of spirit charge advised.
Well, there are attacks that are registered as unblockable. Freaking cheating!
Yeah, how dare you use unblockable attacks when we use unblockable attacks? Oh, Morning Moon again.
I'm gonna do it again.
Now, bring it on! Take this!
Dang it!
Dramatic blade!
Well, at least it didn't unbalance you.
Let's go!
Yeah, she'll be coming in with her big moves pretty soon. Okay, so Morning Moon turned out to be a complete bust.
Spirit!
Turn to dust! Dramatic blade!
And here it comes.
Strike! Show me you can withstand this!
Well, you should survive it.
Oh, I'll survive it.
Your end comes!
Doesn't that kind of look like an attack from the Crimson Apocalypse, all the different weapons?
It certainly brings me to mind of the area around Loa Erebonius, all those fallen weapons.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah!
I hope you have enough. You shouldn't rely on Morning Moon, I don't think.
No.
Yeah!
Knock that stupid attack off! God darn it! Come on!
Now!
Power
God!
diminishing. Use of spirit charge advised.
Oh, thank God.
Spirit! It's down! Enlightened domination!
Enlightened domination! Enlightened domination! Jesus! So close.
Turn to dust! Dramatic blade!
When her arms are the weak point, that means the Tetra Breaker's coming. When her body's the weak point, it's the Dynast Buster, or whatever it's called.
I like how basically 0% of the names you mentioned were correct. But, okay.
Turn to dust! Dramatic blade!
Here it comes again. Oh, okay, not yet.
Well,
The next time. Okay, if I am lucky with these hits, I can whack her in the head twice and get Enlightened Domination off.
Yeah, and that should at least break her.
If I'm not lucky, however, then I die. And I haven't been particularly lucky here. Let's see if my gamble will pay off!
It's down! An opening!
It's all or nothing.
Get back! Now!
Come on! Get it!
It's my turn!
Dang it, see, I only get the one hit!
That's okay, she won't be able to take her turn. That'll just be her recovering.
Yeah! Now! An opening!
So close, so close, so close.
Okay, I
Yes!
Unblockable! Go down!
Get back! Now! Enlightened domination!
Jesus!
Man, it sure would have been nice to have Randy around for that, but...
Well done.
This is the blade of the 8 leaves.
I helped too, I guess.
Man, that battle had material consequences, but I'll quit whining.
Yes, you material consequences. Oh!
The instructors won? Yeah. What an intense battle. I can't help but feel as though if we would have helped, it would have been much easier on them.
I had wondered what the commotion was, but to see the principal fighting. But that really was an incredible battle. Brilliant. I must admit to some degree of catharsis seeing this.
I won't expect any more compliments from him. Is she even human? Reminded me of a Ouroboros steel maiden. You met her when you were with the special support section. Is she as bad as the rumors say? It was an uphill battle with even the two of us teamed up against her for the 3 seconds that Randy lasted. Laura's become stronger too. I can't afford to fall behind. Marvelous. Skills like that at such a young age. I am looking forward to your future accomplishments. Well, thanks. Our fight taught me a lot.
Make more healing items next time.
Well, now that I've been able to get my fighting spirit under control, let's return to the original plan. I believe it's time for me to administer Class 8's test.
Oh, God, no!
Take this, Wayne!
Yeah!
This is for peeping on me in the bath, Sydney!
How did you know?
And so Aurelia finished thrashing the members of Class 8. They were all completely exhausted, yet it was a very fulfilling training session for everyone. As the end of lunch arrived, the students' anticipations began to rise, and in the tactical conference room, the location for the next set of field exercises was revealed.
The Lamare province. They're known for their seafood.
I love how the first thing she thinks about is food.
Oh, of course.
Oh, and we're near Ortis, too. That's the biggest port city on the west coast, right? Also, it's next to Jirai.
Oh, and Raquel with their famous casinos.
Did they really need to have the conference during the summer festival?
I'm also worried about what Ouroboros is up to. Expect these field exercises to be more difficult than any prior, what with the 2 clashing Jaeger Corps going at it.
Oh, I do expect them to be more difficult.
All of you must be fully prepared and motivated.
Yes, sir!
Yes, sir.
Louder, Wayne, louder!
Yes, sir! Ma'am, whatever, don't hurt me.
Huh.
Lamare, huh? That's all the way on the west side of the Empire, right?
It's also where the largest base of nobles is, and Muse's hometown too.
Oh, it's a lovely place. The scenery is always picturesque, and the ocean is simply breathtaking.
You were from that region too, if I recall.
Yeah, but my city was down in a canyon. Couldn't see the ocean from there. Besides, I never gave a crap about that place.
Why should he, perhaps? Not that we know anything about him.
But with what I know now, maybe I'll see things differently.
I wonder if he's talking about revolution or something. He's certainly no fan of the government, but I doubt he's a fan of the nobles in Lamare either.
Probably not.
Your rank has increased.
Man, that's a lot of AP for the Aurelia fights.
Here's your reward.
Oh, very nice. Though, admittedly, the gladiator belt does not appear to be quite as useful in this game because, thanks to the break system, there aren't quite as many turns that necessarily happen.
Yeah.
And also, the arts casting no longer counts as a quote-unquote turn for the purposes of gladiator belt ticks and for the purposes of buffs running out. So there's something good about it as well.
Yeah.
But it's like the entire series, the gladiator belts have been amazing, but they're less so in this. Still very good, though.
I look forward to next time.
Okay! That is more than enough!
We'll see you all next time, everyone. Jeez.